to teach you the new topic of this chapter number 3, matter. And what is the new topic? Effects of heat on matter. So in this topic we are going to learn about the effects of heat on matter. What are the changes, what are the effects when the matter is being heated. Okay, so we are going to learn about the changes. So before learning about the effects of heat on matter, let us know what is this heat. As it is given here, effects of heat on matter. So what does this heat means? Okay, so let us see the definition first. Okay, what is the definition of heat? The energy that flows from one object to another as a result of difference in the temperature is called heat. When the energy will flow from one object to another, okay, and when it will flow? When there will be difference of temperature. The energy will flow from one object to another when there will be the difference in temperature, and what we call that? Heat. So heat is what? It is a flow of energy. Energy flow from one object to another. Like for example, when your mother cooks food in the kitchen, she uses any utensils, okay, then she uses spoon to cook. So when she cooks, okay, so after some time her spoon also becomes heated. It becomes heated, no? Why it is so? Why the spoon get heated? Why? Because the vessel is hot and energy flows, okay, from that hot vessel to what? That spoon was first cold, no, it was not hot. So the energy flows from that hot object, that hot utensils, to that cold spoon, and slowly what happens? That spoon also get what? Hot. It also becomes hot. Why? Because the energy has flown from one object to another. Energy has flown from one object to another. That is why that spoon has become heated. Okay. So I think you have understood now what is heat. It is a flow of energy from one object to another. Okay. So now we will see the two effects of heat. Okay. What are the effects of heat when the matter is heated? So there are two effects of heat: physical changes, chemical changes. Okay. So today I am going to teach you about physical changes. Okay. In my next class I will teach you about chemical changes. Okay. So today what I will teach you in detail about only physical changes. Okay. So these two are the effects of heat. Under this category also changes are there. Okay. So let us first see about this physical changes. Okay, my dear students. Now see here physical changes. Okay, in physical changes we will see about the change in state and change in size. Okay, so there are two types of changes in these physical changes: change in state, change in size. You will see. Okay, in actually physical changes you will see that change in what? Size or state or shape. Size means what? Shape will change. Okay, so we are going to learn about this too in detail. Okay, so first we will learn is what? About change in state. So I have already said you about change in state: solid to liquid, liquid to gas. Now how does this change occur? So what is first change in state? Okay, so in this topic we are going to learn about the change in state. Okay, so we already know that there are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Okay, when these three matters are heated, we are learning about effects of heat on matter. So when these three states of matter, when they are heated, so what happens? Okay, so if any of this matter are being heated, what happens? You know that matters are made of tiny particles, and you know the arrangement also, that in solid the particles are arranged what? They are packed tightly. In liquid they are packed little bit loosely than solid. Okay, and in gas the particles are very loosely packed and they are free to move. So when these matters are heated, so the particles will start the random movement. Okay, they will start to move here and there. They will start to move here and there, and this can lead to the change in the temperature, or either it will change the state. When the matter is being heated, you know particles will start what? They will start the random movement. They will start to move here and there. Okay, and because of this, there can be a change in temperature or change in state. We are learning the topic change in state. So the matter being heated, they will change their state. So I have already said you about change in state in my previous class. in interconversion states of matter. Okay, and why do they change their state? Why? Because the arrangement of particles are changed. On being heated, the particles move here and there and they change their arrangement. Okay, and because of this, the change of state occurs. I have already said you in my previous class what? Solid to liquid is melting. Okay, solid to liquid is what? Melting. Solid being heated, it start to change into liquid, that we call melting. Liquid to solid, we call freezing or solidification. It will reverse back. Solid to gas, also we have seen sublimation. Gas to solid, we call desublimation or deposition. Then what is left? Liquid to gas, evaporation. Gas to liquid, condensation. So what are these? These are change of states only. I have already explained in detail about this. About all the changes in this state I have already explained you. So how these changes occur? Because of the what? Because of the changed arrangement of particles. The particles arrangement are changed on being heated. That is why they change their state. Okay. Now see here, you know water cycle. You are very familiar with water cycle. You learn this water cycle from class 3 only, 3, 4, 5. Now you are in class 6. You know about water cycle. And what is water cycle? You will have learned this is a river or you take it the pond. So the water in this river, what is water cycle? Okay, you have already learned about this. Okay, so I am showing you here the change of state. In your lower classes you draw and you learn the water cycle, what happens. Okay, here I will tell you the change in the state. Okay, so this is river. Okay, so in river water is there. Due to the heat of sun, what happens? This river water gets heated and what it will do? It will start evaporation. It will start to evaporate. It will start to evaporate. Okay, and on when they evaporate, evaporation means what? Liquid is changing into what? Gas, vapor. Okay, so these vapor are warm. What are they? They are warm. Warm airs are what? Light. So this will rise up. Okay, warm air will rise up. Air will rise up, and what it will do? It will go high. Okay, and when it will cool, this warm air when it cools, what it will form? It will form cloud. What it will form? It will form cloud. Okay, so evaporation will be there. Okay, this warm air will rise up. On being cool, it will form cloud. Okay, so it will in the same way when it will form cloud. So what happens? The vapors are being what cooled? They condense. Okay, they condense. So that is what condensation process. The vapor is changing into what? Liquid. That is what? Condensation process. Okay, so this cloud when it becomes heavy, the cloud when it becomes heavy, what will happen? It will come down in the form of rain or in the form of snow or in the form of hail. Okay, so what it will come? It will come in the form of rain. Okay, or snow. So here you have seen the change in the state. This was water, it was in liquid state. Okay, on being heated, evaporation process is there. So this liquid changes into vapor. Okay, this vapor again rises up being warm. Again it cools down. On being cool, it gets condensed and it changes again back to what? Liquid. Again it falls down in the form of rain, that is liquid. So you have seen the change in state. Here you have seen the change in state in this water cycle. Okay, so I hope you have understood this water cycle and the change in state. Okay, so how this change in state has occurred? Due to the change in the arrangement of particles. So when they are heated, so they change their what? Arrangement of particle and they change their state. This water being heated, the particles arrangement are changed, so it has changed state. Again we have seen. Okay, so this was all about water cycle. Now when this state changes, okay, so what is the amount of energy required to change the state? When the state changes, some energy is required. No, so what is the energy required? How much energy is required to change the state? So it's very simple. Matters are made up of particles. In solid, you know that particles are tightly packed. Okay, they are tightly packed. In liquid, loosely, and in gas, very loosely. Okay, so when there will be a strong bonding between the particles, between the force will be strong, chemical bonding will be strong, then it needs, okay, what? High amount of energy to change its state. If the particle arrangements are what, not that much strong, so less energy is required, and if particle arrangements are what, strong, okay, if chemical bonding is strong, so high amount of energy is needed. So stronger the attractive force, more will be melting point or boiling point of that matter, then only it will change the state. Okay, so this was all about change in state. Okay, now let us see change in size. Okay, now let us see change in size. We have seen change in state, now we will see change in size. Okay, so when these matters are heated, what is there? When they are heated, the particles energy level increase. Okay, and what they do? They try to move here and there, and they try to expand. What they will do? They will try to increase the volume. That means they will try to increase the size. When the matter is being heated, okay, so the particle gains the energy and it tries to increase the what? Volume. They move apart. Okay, they move further. Okay, they move further. On being heated, the particles move further. Okay, and they increase the volume, or you can say the size. Okay, so because of that, what happened? There is a change in size. Okay, so we are going to see the change in size in solid, liquid, and gas when they are heated. So solid, okay, when solid matter are being heated, you will see only little increase in size. Okay, there will be not much increase in size. Why? Because you know that in solid the particles are what? They are packed tightly. The interparticle force of attraction is what? Greater than this liquid and gas. So because of this, when these solid matters are being heated, so they expand just little. Okay, because the particles are what? Bonded strongly. Okay, interparticle force of attraction is what? Strongest. Okay, that is why they will expand less. Now liquid, what it is? Liquid. So liquid, when it is heated, you know that in liquid the particles are little bit loosely packed than solid. So on being heated, so their particles move up but further, okay, to increase the volume, and it is more than solid. In liquid the volume increases more than solid, as interparticle force of attraction is less than solid. Okay, now in gas. Now in gas, what happens when this gas is heated? So gas on being heated, what happens is that their particles readily move. Okay, they expand a lot. They expand because the particles are very loosely packed. And why they are loosely packed? Because the interparticle force of attraction between the particles in the gas is what? Very less. It is negligible. That is why on being heated they expand. What they do? They expand readily. Okay, and again on cooling they contract also very easily because of weak interparticle force of attraction. On being heated, this gas increases in size. They expand, but again on cooling they contract. Okay. Now for example, you will see that balloons in the warm room. Okay, they are little bit in big size than the balloons in what? Cold. Okay, because in the warm room, you know that it being heated, the gas being heated inside this balloon. So what they do? They increase in size. Okay, again in cold room, because of what? Cold, on cooling it contract. So the size of the balloon will what happen? It will contract. Okay. Now for example, for this gas, what you do? One bowl is there. Okay. In one bowl, what is there? Hot water. What is there? Hot water, and in one what is there? Cold water. So in this you will put one metallic bottle, and on the mouth of this what will be there? Balloon will be there, right? Okay. So this is hot water. Okay. This hot water, what will happen? The energy will flow in this metallic bottle. Okay. And on being heated, what will happen? The gas will expand. Okay, the gas will expand and the balloon size will increase. Okay, but in this cold water, this metallic bottle is there and the balloon is tied here, but it is what? It is not in much size, not in bigger size. Why? Because in cold water, because of cold, the gas has contract. On cooling, the gas has contract. Okay. On what is it? On heated, the gas readily expand. It expands. Okay, and they increase in size. But on cooling, this gas, what they do? They decrease. They contract. They contract on being cooled. What happened? They contract on being cooled. Okay, so I hope you have understood this change in state and change in size. Okay, so for today up to this much. Today I have taught you about physical changes, and in my next class I will teach you about chemical changes. So today we have seen the change in what? They all were physical change in state and change in size. But in our next class we will learn again chemical changes we will learn. Okay, so for today up to this much. Okay, so your homework is that you will learn this. Okay, whatever I have taught you. Okay, so for today up to this much. Thank you.